this, so bear with me if you have any questions about it. All I know is I said it at halftime to Andy Katz when he did the interview, and we said it to our team, this was going to be an epic battle. And we haven't been in a lot of those in November, but we were certainly ready for one. And so was Georgetown. And this would have been one of those games. It would have been a lot of fun to be up there cheering like crazy or watching from home. And the only thing I could imagine would be more fun than that is coaching in it. And the only thing I could imagine would even be better than coaching in it is playing in it. And I think everybody that played tonight absolutely left it out there. And we learned a lot. We learned a lot on this trip. We knew we were playing against an excellent, what we felt was untapped Georgia team last night. And we found a way to win that, and we knew we were playing against a really, really good team in Georgetown. And we didn't see anything that led us to believe that they're not. But our guys continued to get better inside of it, and they had great confidence. We certainly didn't play great. There's not one area I would look at and say, okay, we were just dominant in that area, but we kept getting better. There's a lot of room for improvement, and I think I'd be really nervous that it'd be in November if there wasn't. There's a lot of places where we can get better. And certainly as we get deeper and we get more frontline guys back, that will help us. But there's nothing we can do about that right now. And our guys just went out and played a high-level team in a high-level way. And proud of everybody. And as Will Sheehy said in our locker room after we met, he went around and thanked all the walk-ons, the guys that are out right now, the guys that didn't play a lot of minutes. It's a program win for us. It's a program championship for us. And we want to try to build on it the rest of the year. But we worked extremely hard to earn this one. I'm proud of them, and they should be proud of themselves. Go ahead.
Questions?
Coach, just how big were both of your point guards tonight, Jordy and Yogi, especially after the missed free throws that Yogi had?
Well, again, Yogi's got great body language. When he gets distracted or frustrated, he gets out of it fast. And that's what great players have, and that's certainly what great point guards have. I mean, they've got to be able to move on right now, and that's not the first time he's hit a shot clock winding down shot. We've seen it in scrimmages. We've seen it in practice at different times. I mean, he's just got something about him. And he did a great job, and he really, really defends. And we knew we were giving up a lot of size tonight, but there really wasn't anything we could do about that. So we mixed our defenses, and we went to some things that we hadn't really used this year, but we've practiced a little bit, and our guys responded well to that. But I thought our point guards did a great job on both ends of the floor. And Remy Abel, too. It just ended up being more of a night where Jordan and Yogi were on the floor more.
Tom, you said that you weren't really surprised by Georgetown. I think a lot of people, what makes them so good and kind of on a learning curve thing? How high can they go?
Oh, I think they're going to get better and better because they're young in some respects, but they're so long. They're long and athletic, and they don't deviate from what John wants. They really don't. And what they have is they have a great system, all right, but they have very athletic basketball players. It's not a team of athletes. I mean, it's a team of basketball players that are extremely athletic. But they don't deviate from the system. We had to get them out of their comfort zone the best that we could. And they made some shots. There were some times, especially in the first half, we were late. And we made a couple of adjustments at halftime that were important in the zone, and I think it helped us. Though you're not going to keep them from doing too many things because they put too many guys on the court that can make plays. But I think they're going to get better and better. And they had a Porter for this tournament. I think there'd basically been maybe 5 minutes of Otto Porter before those last two games. So they're going to keep improving. And I think Whittington is one of the, he's one of the underrated, undervalued future stars in college basketball. Everybody knows about Otto Porter right now, but Whittington is going to be tremendous.
After they made the run at the end of the end of regulation, how important was it that you guys came out and got those first 6 points in overtime?
I think it was great because our attitude was fantastic. There was the heads didn't drop. There wasn't any complaining. I mean, they really started to develop that last year. Our guys developed that, and I just kept saying to them, "This is tremendous." I mean, to have an opportunity like this early in the season, this is great because they're just going to find a way to win. They've got to find a way to win, and that's all they talked about. That's all they talked about. We talked tonight about, you got to do what's required tonight. Whatever's required. You don't have to be at your very best. You got to do what's required to win the game. And I think Will Sheedy, again, said it best. Everybody did what they do best tonight. And I thought the thing that helped us in overtime is we had great maturity on the bench. Christian played a lot of minutes, and all of a sudden they had Will in there defensively. Christian went right back in and put himself right back in the game, right where he left off after an extended period of being off. That's a sign of a mature team. That's a sign of a team that's going to continue to get better and better. Because we keep trying to stress to these guys that it's not the quantity of your minutes, it's the quality of your play. And if the quality of your play is high, you're going to be happy. If you're looking for quantity of minutes, we're probably not a good program right now. We've got too many guys. And we really want to keep improving that quality of play. Well, it's easy to talk about it. It's a whole other thing for them to believe it and have the maturity to do it. And I think that carried us into overtime.
Coach, everyone knows about Cody being preseason player of the year and all that, but you have Jordan being the MVP of this.
Is that right? I didn't even. How many guys do we have make the all-tournament team?
2.
Cody and Jordan. Jordan was the MVP. That's right. I didn't even know that. That's great.
Victor had a big game last night. 5 guys in double figures tonight. What does that tell you about this team and the balance that you have?
Well, I think we're just getting started, to be honest with you. We've got a lot of guys that are being asked to do a lot of things that maybe they won't be asked to do down the road when it comes to defensive reasons, but that's where we had to make our greatest improvements this year, was on the defensive end. And as we get deeper and that helps our length and our inside play and things of that nature, it's going to allow us to do even more, take more chances defensively. But right now they're really trying to do a good job of keeping their man in front, doing the things that are needed defensively so that we can get some easy baskets. And that's my answer to your question. The easier baskets we get gets that balance where it needs to be. If we get into a trading baskets mode, we're not going to be very good, and then that's going to kill the balance. But when you're distributing the ball and you're playing fast and you're scoring off, you're getting your break going and scoring off some turnovers as time goes on, that really distributes the ball well. And there were a couple times tonight, 2 different times, where we got a little stagnant. But we got that adjusted, we kept moving the ball, and we're a team that's got to have great ball movement and body movement to get that balance, and I thought we did.
Final question, Coach. You said that everyone now knows about Otto Porter. How tough is he? What makes him tough to go against?
Well, I think what he can do is he can score a lot of different ways. He's one of the quicker guys you're going to see in the post-up game. He can play on the perimeter. He's got a great first step, maybe a deceiving first step. Relentless rebounder. They're going to be one of the nation's leaders in rebounders because of guys like him, because of Lubick is a tremendous energy source for them. Starks is a phenomenal guard. And Porter's got that ability to play at the rim. He's got the ability to play in the mid-range. He's got the ability to play on the perimeter. And I think when you got a guy like that, it makes it really difficult because he can not only get baskets for himself, but he can really distribute the ball to other people.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.